In the year 2147, the fringes of human expansion had pushed beyond the solar system, colonizing distant worlds under the banner of the United Earth Federation. On the remote planet of Zirion 9, a terraformed rock orbiting a dim red dwarf star, life was a gritty blend of survival and isolation. The atmosphere was breathable, thanks to massive oxygen generators, but the landscape was a harsh mosaic of crimson dunes and jagged obsidian cliffs. Scattered mining outposts dotted the surface, where humans extracted rare minerals like xenium, a crystal that powered faster than light drives. Marcus Hale was one such miner, a rugged man in his mid-40s with weathered skin scarred from years of labor under alien suns. His wife had died 5 years earlier in a shuttle accident during evacuation from a collapsing colony on Mars. Left alone with their infant son, Tommy, Marcus had taken a high-risk job on Zirion 9 to provide for the boy. Tommy, now 4, was a bright-eyed child with curly brown hair and an insatiable curiosity about the stars. They lived in a prefab habitat module on the edge of Outpost Delta, a cluster of domed structures humming with the constant drone of drilling rigs. Marcus's days were monotonous. Dawn shifts in the mines, evenings spent repairing equipment or teaching Tommy basic survival skills. But one stormy night, as red lightning cracked across the sky and dust devils whipped the dunes, everything changed. Marcus was outside securing solar panels when he heard a faint, otherworldly cry echoing from a nearby ravine. At first, he dismissed it as the wind howling through the rocks, but the sound persisted, high-pitched, almost melodic, like a distant flute mixed with a baby's wail. Curiosity overriding caution, Marcus grabbed his EnviroSuit flashlight and descended into the ravine. The beam cut through the swirling dust, revealing a crashed escape pod half buried in the sand. Its hull was sleek and iridescent, unlike any human design, organic curves suggesting biotechnology. The pod's door was ajar, and inside, amidst tangled vines of alien wiring, lay a small bundle. It was a baby, no larger than Tommy, but unmistakably extraterrestrial. Its skin was a shimmering blue, with tiny tentacles instead of arms, and large luminous eyes that glowed faintly in the dark. The infant wriggled weakly, its cries growing fainter. Marcus's heart pounded. He knew the risks. Alien life forms could carry unknown pathogens, and Federation law mandated reporting any xenocontact immediately. But the storm had knocked out comms, and the outpost was hours away on foot. The baby looked starved, its body trembling. Remembering Tommy's own fragile infancy, Marcus scooped it up gently, wrapping it in his jacket. "Easy there, little one," he murmured. "Let's get you warm." Back in the habitat, Marcus improvised. He scanned the infant with his medkit. No immediate threats detected. It refused human formula at first, but after some trial and error, he mixed a nutrient paste from the outpost's hydroponic supplies, blending proteins with electrolytes. The baby latched onto the bottle with its tentacles, suckling greedily. Tommy watched wide-eyed from his bunk. "Is it a friend, Daddy?" he asked. Marcus smiled faintly. "For now, yeah. But we gotta be careful." Over the next few days, as the storm raged on, Marcus cared for the alien infant, whom he nicknamed Squirt, for the way its tentacles squirted tiny jets of bioluminescent fluid when excited. Squirt thrived under his care, its cries turning to contented coos. Marcus taught Tommy how to hold the bottle steady, turning it into a family routine. He delayed reporting the find, rationalizing that the Federation would just dissect the poor thing in a lab. Deep down, he felt a paternal pull, a chance to nurture life again after his losses. But on the fourth night, as Marcus fed Squirt in the dim light of the habitat's kitchenette, a shadow fell across the window. The proximity alarm blared. Outside, a figure emerged from the dunes, tall, ethereal, with the same shimmering blue skin as Squirt. It was an adult alien, feminine in form, with flowing tentacles that ended in dexterous manipulators. Her eyes glowed intensely, scanning the habitat. Marcus froze, bottle in hand, as the alien mother, for that's what she must be, approached the door. The middle of the encounter unfolded with tension thick as Zirion's dust. The alien mother, whom Marcus would later learn called herself Lyricae, didn't knock. Instead, a psychic pulse emanated from her, vibrating through the habitat's walls. The door unlocked itself, sliding open with a hiss. Lyricae stepped inside, her presence commanding yet graceful. She stood over 7 feet tall, her body adorned with bioluminescent markings that pulsed like a living tattoo. Her tentacles writhed subtly, sensing the air. Marcus set the bottle down and raised his hand slowly. "I mean no harm," he said, his voice steady despite the fear. Tommy hid behind him, peeking out. Squirt, sensing its mother, let out a joyful trill and reached out with tiny tentacles. Lyrica's eyes locked onto her child, then flicked to Marcus. A wave of telepathic images flooded his mind, visions of a starship ambush, her vessel attacked by pirate raiders, the escape pod jettisoned in desperation. Gratitude mixed with suspicion. "You fed my spawn," her voice echoed in his head, a melodic whisper that bypassed his ears. Marcus nodded, lowering his hands. "It was hungry. I couldn't just leave it." Lyrica approached, her tentacles gently lifting Squirt from the makeshift crib. The baby nuzzled against her, and for a moment peace settled. But then her gaze sharpened. "Human, your kind hunts mine. Why help?" Marcus explained his story. His wife's death, raising Tommy alone, the instinct to protect the vulnerable. Lyrica listened, her markings shifting colors from wary red to curious green. She revealed her people, the Thalorians, were nomadic explorers from a distant nebula, their biology allowing psychic bonds and rapid adaptation. The pirates who attacked her ship were human mercenaries hired by a rogue Federation faction seeking Thalonian tech. Specifically, their ability to manipulate gravity fields for unlimited energy. As they talked through the night, a fragile trust formed. Lyrica demonstrated her powers, levitating objects to amuse Tommy, who giggled in delight. In return, Marcus shared human stories, tales of Earth's ancient myths. Squirt, now content, played between them, its tentacles intertwining with Tommy's fingers in innocent play. But the shocking twist came at dawn. As the storm cleared, revealing a sky streaked with auroras, Lyrica's psychic link deepened. She probed Marcus's mind gently, seeking assurance. In that connection, a hidden truth surfaced. Not from her but from him. Flashes of memory. Marcus wasn't just a miner. Years ago, during his freighter days, he had been part of a Black Ops team that raided Thalonian outposts, stealing tech under Federation orders. He had quit after his wife's death, burying the guilt, but the psychic bond unearthed it. Lyrica recoiled, her markings flaring crimson. Betrayer. The word thundered in his skull. Tentacles lashed out, pinning Marcus against the wall. Tommy screamed and Squirt wailed in confusion. "Wait. I didn't know, it was orders." Marcus gasped, struggling. But Lyrica's rage was palpable. She revealed more. The pirates weren't rogue. They were tipped off by lingering Federation trackers from raids like his. His past actions had indirectly led to her ship's destruction, orphaning Squirt momentarily. The habitat shook as Lyrica's gravity manipulation intensified, cracking the walls. Marcus fought back, not with violence but words. "I changed. Look at me now, I'm raising a kid alone just like you would have been. I saved your baby." Tommy, brave beyond his years, toddled forward. "Please, lady. Don't hurt Daddy. He's good." The child's plea pierced Lyrica's fury. Her hold loosened. Squirt, sensing the turmoil, projected calming images. Memories of Marcus's gentle feedings, the warmth of human care. Lyrica hesitated, her eyes dimming. The bond revealed Marcus's genuine remorse, his life rebuilt on atonement. In that pivotal moment, forgiveness flickered. But the shock deepened. Lyrica sensed something else in Squirt. During the feeding, Marcus's nutrient paste had interacted with Thalonian biology, triggering a mutation. Squirt's eyes now held a human-like spark, its tentacles gaining finer motor control. A hybrid evolution, blending species in ways unheard of. "What have you done?" Lyrica whispered telepathically, replacing anger. Marcus stared. I don't know. But it's alive, healthy." The revelation bonded them further. Lyrica explained that Thalorians could form symbiotic links, sharing life forces. With the Federation closing in, distant shuttle engines roared on the horizon. She proposed an alliance. "Join us. Protect my spawn as your own." Marcus agreed, grabbing essentials. They fled into the dunes, Lyrica cloaking them with gravity distortions. Federation patrols arrived too late, finding only an empty habitat. The ending came months later, on a neutral world called Harmony Prime. a melting pot of species. Marcus, Lyraque, Tommy, and Squirt had become a blended family. Squirt grew rapidly, displaying abilities like telekinetic play with Tommy, who in turn developed faint psychic senses from the exposure. But the shock that truly reshaped their lives was the discovery of Squirt's potential. The hybrid could bridge human-Thelonian divides, generating energy fields that neutralized weapons. Word spread, drawing diplomats. Marcus and Lyraque, once enemies, brokered peace talks, exposing Federation corruption. In a grand hall under alien stars, Marcus held Tommy's hand while Lyraque cradled Squirt. "We were strangers," Marcus said in his speech, "but family forged us anew." Lyraque's voice echoed in minds. What happened next shocked us all, unity from division. Their story became legend, a beacon of hope in the cosmos. Marcus found purpose beyond mining, Lyraque redemption beyond loss. And the children? They played under new suns, oblivious to the galaxy they had changed.